globally seen, it's a big thing to try to avoid that something like this is going to happen again. And I was, when I was younger, I was laughing about that. I was like, yeah, this is never ever going to happen again, and we will never have a war in Europe, because the people, they all got smarter and they got more peaceful. And seeing the last, let's say, 5 or 6 or 7 years, I have to say I was wrong with that.
Welcome back, Metal.de Schatzis, or here in Cologne with the lovely Simon Michel of Subway to Sally, still celebrating Postmortem from 2024. We also got some, yes.
Yeah, I think it's from 2025, isn't it?
No, December 24. That's what I have.
Really? Oh,
yes.
Cool.
We met last year.
Yes.
You also released a couple of Nackt versions.
We did, yeah.
Over the last couple of weeks. Yeah. Also, one more single from 25 with Schandmaul.
Yes.
Räuber und Legenden.
Räuber und Narren, exactly. Yeah.
And the tour is called Lügen und Legenden.
That's what it is, exactly.
Yes, Räuber und Narren. So
yeah.
That was released last year. We're going to talk about all of that. But before we start, thank you very much for joining me. And how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fine, and the whole band is doing fine. Actually, we are on this acoustic tour, and speaking about that, I have to mention that this is actually the 4th acoustic tour we are doing. So we've been touring with an acoustic set in 2006 for the first time. So we thought 20 years later it's a good thing to make some legacy and to pull out some old acoustic versions, to get them out of the coffin and to play them again. So we are back on acoustic tour, and it's quite successful, and it's a lot of fun, and yeah, we live the dream. It's cool.
How does it feel from the sounds a bit more relaxed, a bit more mellow, a bit more raw, a bit more open? I saw some videos of you playing a cajon, so it's very vulnerable. Also, the crowd, people are seating.
Sometimes.
So it's a very completely different set from how you usually play. How does it feel to be on stage and to see everyone seating and also playing the songs that you're used to, but in a different version?
Okay. It's simply said, it's incredible, because we do have different concepts on this tour. We are playing in theaters, in, old and big buildings with a lot of furniture and red seats and all that stuff. But the next day we play at a rock and roll club where the people don't sit, and where there's crowd surfing and people are dancing and yelling, and it's sweat and tears. And that's both situations are incredible, because within our program, when we start to play, we have a very big range of emotions. We do have very, very quiet songs, and we do have the party as well. And that mixture, if you join the show, it doesn't matter if you're sitting or if you're standing and screaming the whole evening. It's like from the quietest note possible to the loudest terror screaming, and that's just it's a wild ride. And night from night, it's just incredible.
I've been enjoying the sounds online, so now I get to see them live later tonight, and it's really exciting. Cool. But I was wondering, as I said, I saw a video of you playing the cajon.
Yeah.
Is it also taking place on stage? Are you finally forced to wear underwear behind the guitar, the drums?
Yes.
Because it's usually hiding what you're doing. So are you forced to wear pants?
Yeah, it's pretty different. So I love to play percussion as well. So I love to play frame drum or dumbek or djembes or all that stuff. And I'm not pretty good at it, but I enjoy it a lot. I do it with all of my heart, So that's a part of the show too. I'm not sure if I'm playing cajon. I don't think I play cajon within this set, but I do play frame drum and a lot of percussion. So that's also part of the sound, to swap instruments, to play everything acoustically, and even the string instrumentalists, they have a lot of instruments, and we try to make everything pretty broad, you know what I mean, to show everything we can do and everything where our sound, where we used to create our sound. So we try to carry all of these instruments with us on this tour.
And the acoustic tour is called Nacht 3, Lügen und Legenden, which translates to Lies and Legends. Yes. Can you explain the name of the tour, please?
Yeah, there are a lot of lies and legends on this planet about Subway to Sally and also about the meaning of our songs. And we just wanted to say, hey, there's so much to discover within the band's history and even within the songs of the band. You know, we wrote for about, 100, 200 songs. We published 14 studio albums, and we always try to tell the people stories, and we always try to give them people something they can discover, that they can discover something beyond the lyrics and beyond the music. So in the most of the songs there's a different meaning, there's a second meaning behind the words we used to sing or we used to say. So that's just a hint to get to take care of the lyrics of the band and to take care of the stories and to have a close listen.
So should I expect some story time between songs, or just letting the songs for themselves?
We were thinking about that. We were thinking about telling people stories. We've been through a lot of things. We played about 1,000 live shows within our career. We've been traveling the world. We cried together. We got in trouble. We love each other. We hate each other. So there are so many stories to tell. But when we started to prepare the tour and to make the first rehearsals, we recognized that we already have something about 2.5 hours only playing our music, and so we decided not to tell boring stories as well.
It's still something that I would like to hear. So maybe in the next one.
Yeah, probably we will do a tour just with spoken word.
Okay, I would love to hear that. Maybe even stories for kids. That's the future.
There are just a few stories for kids. I think the most is explicit content, but yeah.
Who knows? Maybe helping the next generation become a bit more creative. Yeah, but let's talk about the future, because I think that I see where things are going, because there are 3 new versions of older songs. Yeah. You released Postmortem in a Nacht version, Kleid aus Rosen, and Feuerkind. First time that you guys are releasing the Nacht versions, but not live. So they were pre-recorded before that. Can we talk about the future? Can we talk about a Nacht 3 album?
We thought about that. So in the past, we did live albums or Blu-rays or DVDs from every acoustic show. But in these times where everyone can take his mobile and can make videos, I don't know if it's worth to make people watch your show at home on the TV. We thought about that, and we thought that it might be smart to tell people, if you want to see the show, come to the show, and to get in touch with us, because it's very intimate, this tour. So we can hear and we can see every single person down there, and so that makes a big connection between the audience and the musicians, and that's a feeling that you can only experience this when you are in the room joining the show and not at home on your couch or something. So actually, I know the fans, they are asking a lot for a live record or a DVD from this tour. We are not sure about that. So it's not planned for this leg of the tour, but it turned out that we are going to make a second leg of this tour, which was not planned at all. So we... that was a very spontaneous thing. We were saying last week. We told our agency, we think we want to do another acoustic tour, probably next fall. And so it's gonna be Nacht 3, the final. It's gonna happen next fall.
Okay, more surprises. I love that. But I'm going to try and push a bit more, because that's not the only release that we got from Subway to Sally over the last couple of months. As we said, at the end of 2025, there was a collaboration with Schandmaul called Räuber und Narren. Can we talk about that direction of new music? I know that Subway to Sally likes taking their time and releasing great music after they feel that everything is great for us. But as we said, it's almost 3 years since the last album. Can we talk about the future?
I'm not sure that it's been 3 years since the last album. I'm not sure.
You're right, December 24.
Yeah, December 24. The tour was in spring 25, and that's why I told you in the beginning that I'm not sure that we released in 2024, but you are so right. We released around Christmas in 2024. Yeah, so let's say it's 1.5 years. So I don't know what the future might bring. I don't know. You know, playing in a band for about 36 years, it's not like, yeah, let's make another album within the next few months. So it's also a miracle that even Postmortem happened and that Postmortem turned out to be that good. And I remember that we were speaking about that the last interview we did. So, and in this case, with this tour, nobody thought that it could turn out like that the people are so... that the band has so much fun and the people are so excited about the result, about the live shows. So at this point of time, I think it might be smart to say, yeah, we will publish new music, but I don't know if we will make another full-length album. We will see what the future will bring.
And you've touched on the last album, and I think the last two albums, Himmelfahrt as well. Both of them were kind of like the final album, and then things changed because the fans just loved it so much. So is that reception and those two processes of writing the albums change how you approach music now? Is it easier to write, or is there more stress because people love it so much and they expect more of that?
No, I think Himmelfahrt and Postmortem, I think those both records are pretty good Subway to City records. And that's the result of getting relaxed by age, probably, you know what I mean? So let's make another album. How shall it sound? Yeah, it shall sound like Subway to Sally and nothing else. So let's write some songs. Okay, cool. So we got Himmelfahrt. Pooh, that was pretty exhausting, but we love it, man. We love the record. We still listen to our own record, and the fans like it as well. So let's write a few more songs, and that's just how Postmortem happened. And probably after this tour, because we are so inspired and we feel so good, and it's so much fun playing this tour. Probably, I don't know. Maybe we will write some new music. I don't know. We will see.
But you guys are feeling relaxed writing those songs. Because as we said, Räuber and Narren was still fun, or was that some of that pressure of we got some expectations now?
No, that's all about inspiration. You know, the inspiration was Räuber and Narren, which means robbers and... What's Narren in English? Fools.
Yes.
Robbers and Fools.
Yes.
And that's about the two main hymns or songs of our band. So if you're familiar with Subway to Sally, you should know the song Julia und die Räuber. I love it. I listen to it every day. And Schandmaul has a big hit with a song called Narren sind bunt und nicht braun, which means fools are colored and not brown. And so we thought we should morph the history of the two bands together to make a song about it. And so we came up with the idea, let's call it Räuber and Narren, and let's sing about... The concept was that Schandmaul is singing about Subway to Sally, or about the Subway to Sally fans, and Subway to Sally is singing about the Schandmaul fans. So things came to each other, and so the lyrics were written within a few days, and so the chords were following, and the nice melodies. So it wasn't pain in the ass at all. It was just fun and inspiring.
Well, I love that. So I'm hoping to hear more from that. Okay. I'm going to try and steal one final scoop, because the deluxe version of Postmortem had for the first time new music in English, new versions and loads of collaborations.
Yeah.
We talked about your guys' maybe expansion to the world to celebrate more.
No.
Is that a tease, a flirt with the English-speaking world?
No. There's no concept behind this. We were just thinking about people who could make versions of our songs, and I was just asking a few of my musician friends, which I really appreciate, people like Anna Brunner from League of Distortion. I think Anna is one of the best female singers on this planet, followed by Melissa Bonney, and she's just amazing. Melissa is so great and such a nice person. And Felix from Dominum, which is one of my best friends, and I asked them if they could do a version, and it's obligate that these people are used to sing in English, and I asked them if you don't feel comfortable with German, just rewrite the lyrics in English, and that's what we did, and I think it sounds great. So the songs still work, and the lyrics still work in English, and it turns out to be very, very nice, but that's not an approach to tour South America or somewhere else. No.
I'm sure you made a few fans cry right now, but
Oh,
we'll keep on
I'm sorry.
asking. We'll
I'm
keep on
sorry.
asking. Touching on that, on making the world a better place, more united, which is a theme that runs through the albums on solidarity. Tomorrow, May 8th,
Yeah.
is what many people refer to as VE Day, the day that the World War II ended around Europe. How do you feel about that? 81 years after the war ended, living around Europe, trying to make the world a bit nicer. How do you feel knowing that tomorrow is the mark of 81 years since the war ended and we live in this crazy world again?
Yeah, I can still remember my grandmother and my grandfather talking about the war. So I have a very, let's say, some kind of direct connection to that. So there's a generation growing up who cannot talk to people who have been going through all of these. So my grandmother, she was a nurse, and she had to go to Russia. She was in Stalingrad, for example, and she was telling so many things about the war. And I think it's pretty important to make people notice of that and to keep this in the mind of the following generations, and not to make it just a few pages inside a history book or something. I don't know if I would be the same person if I did not enjoy this direct contact on these stories, because that made everything, let's say, more close. So for me, the Second World War is nothing that happened only in history books or on TV. It's something that happened to my family, to my grandmother. And yeah, it's globally seen, it's a big thing to try to avoid that something like this is going to happen again. And I was, when I was younger, I was laughing about that. I was like, yeah, this is never ever going to happen again, and we will never have a war in Europe, because the people, they all got smarter and they got more peaceful. And seeing the last, let's say, 5 or 6 or 7 years, I have to say I was wrong with that. So people are still crazy and are still trying to hurt each other and to kill each other. So yeah, it's a good thing to remember what can happen to the world if you don't take care of it. So
I appreciate your honesty, and I really appreciate that the band is still standing for a call for solidarity, trying to bring people together and maybe prevent the next war and the next battle and diversion. I will mention that you guys have some amazing shows coming up. There's only one exclusive club show in September of the 12 in Heidelberg.
Yes.
What some exclusive surprises are expected there?
yeah, last year we've been playing the Nord-Nordost show, which means we've been playing the whole album in its entirety. And we did this on the Miraluna Festival, which is a big festival in Germany. And we were asked to repeat this. And we do. So we do one club show and one festival next year, playing the Nord-Nordost set. And it's going to happen on the 12th of September in Heidelberg. And the next day, September 13th, on the Festival Medieval in Zelt. Be there.
And then there's some postmortem tour with the entire set and everything, all the
Yes.
wild sounds and loads of crowd surfing, starting in October between Austria and Germany. And you say, and also obviously the Eisheilige Nächte
Yeah.
in the end of the year with Fiddler's Green, Mantra, Saint City Orchestra from December 11th. Loads of festivals. We don't have enough time to name all of them, but it's going to be amazing. As we said, Postmortem is still out there rocking the sounds of our speakers. 3 new versions of Nackt 3. Any more surprise we can expect? You were hinting that there might be an announcement soon. Anything we can look forward to?
Yeah, the next big announcement is going to be the second leg of the Nackt 3 tour, which is going to be definitely our final acoustic tour. So if you want to see Subway to Sally playing the acoustic show, this is going to be your very last chance. And yeah, so big announcements. I think that's a tour with 25 dates. That's enough for a big announcement, if you ask me.
Well, I love that. Simon Michel of Sabuta Sally. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Cannot wait to see you on stage and everyone enjoying and rocking in their seats. It's going to be very intimate. Anything else you want to say to fans out there before we say goodbye?
Stay peaceful and thanks for watching.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you, Simon.
Thank you.